Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. In today's video, we're going to be doing an aesthetic DIY using the Cricut Joy. So Cricut is a company that provides cutting machines to make crafting and DIYs super easy. The Cricut that I have is the Cricut Joy. It's one of the smallest machines that they have in their lineup. The Cricut Joy is so small and compact, you can easily take it anywhere and store it in small places. The fact that it's so small makes it so cute. The Cricut Joy can do many projects, from making cards to helping you in your organizational needs. It also is very good for customizations, and the possibilities are just endless when it comes to this machine. Cricut also provides a variety of materials that can be used with the machine, including vinyl, iron-ons, paper, and cardstocks. I am super excited about my Cricut because I am a very creative person. I'm always looking for new ways to express my creativity, and this is just going to be a great addition to my craft supplies. So today we're going to be doing a DIY using these bottles. We're going to be customizing them. These bottles are from Amazon. I will leave the link to these bottles in the description. And the material that we're going to be using today is the smart vinyl in a variety of colors. Cricut's interface is available on desktop and apps, which is super convenient. Because the Cricut Joy is so small, you can take it pretty much anywhere. It's good that you can hook that up to your phone and be able to cut projects on the go or in a different location. So first we need to pick what design we want to do on the bottle. Cricut has a lot of images and stuff to choose from on their interface. I thought I wanted to go with flowers, but the more that I thought about it, I actually decided to go with butterflies. The materials again that we're going to be using is the Cricut Smart Vinyl. This was the cutting process. I was so fascinated by how fast the machine was and how precise the cuts were. The cutting for the butterflies took about, I would say, maybe 7 to 10 minutes, and I did 4 sheets. Once everything was cut using the Cricut Joy, I went on ahead and started putting everything on the bottle. To remove the smart vinyl from the paper, I used my Cricut tools, specifically the weeder, which really helped me get each butterfly off the page. The butterflies had finer cuts to it, so this definitely helped. So I removed the butterflies from the paper and gently placed them onto the water bottle. The first butterfly was the hardest to do because I had to get used to placing it. Also, this was one of the bigger butterflies that I used, so I had to kind of get used to it, but I pretty much picked up on it fairly quickly, so it was a little bit of a learning curve, you know, just because it's something new, but definitely was easier once I got the first one down. And that's pretty much it. This is the final product of how that bottle turned out. Again, super easy using the Cricut Joy. Had no problem with any of the cuts. All the cuts came out perfect. They were cut all the way through and I didn't have any problems with it sticking to the paper or anything like that. Everything turned out perfectly. Next, I did bottle number 2. For bottle number 2, I wanted to go with a print. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted, but I knew I wanted it to definitely be a print. So I found this Dalmatian print, which can easily be a cow print as well, which we know is really in right now. And so I knew it would probably look really good aesthetically. For bottle number 2, I'm just gonna walk through the whole cutting process. Once I made my decision on the print and made sure the size was perfect for my design, I clicked Make It, at the top right, and the Cricut will ask what materials you're going to be using for the project. I was using the Cricut Smart materials, so I chose the without mat. If you're using any of the Cricut Smart materials, you don't need to use the cutting mat. Then you get to review your artwork page and make sure everything looks good, and if everything looks good, you just go ahead and click continue. It will ask you to set your base material, again, which was the Smart Vinyl. Then you load the materials into the machine. The Cricut Joy will check the length of the materials to make sure that there's enough for the design, which is great because if you do a design and it's too big for the amount of materials that you have, the Cricut Joy will tell you that and you can adjust your design. So once it finishes that process, it will start the cutting automatically. And you're pretty much able to keep track of the cutting process by the screen. It'll tell you the percentage of how much is done. When it's finished, Cricut will let you know that it's complete, and all you have to do is click unload, and that's pretty much it. For bottle number 2, I did the same process as the other water bottle. I used the Cricut weeder to remove the vinyl from the paper and place the vinyl onto the bottle. So this bottle actually was easier to place because the print was more of a solid cut than the butterflies. So this one took even less time to finish. During this whole process of making and designing these bottles was super relaxing. I literally was just watching TV while I was doing this DIY, and it was just really relaxing to do. So this is the finished product, and overall both bottles turned out extremely well, and they are so aesthetically pleasing, and I absolutely love them. The Cricut Joy made it easy to execute this idea, and I am excited for future projects. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for a part 2 with me doing some other aesthetic DIYs using the Cricut Joy.